Ah.
Bad dreams, huh?
It seemed real.
Well, it is real, sort of. You see, part of being a Grey Warden is being able to hear the Darkspawn. That's what your dream was, hearing them. The Archdemon, it talks to the Horde, and we feel it just as they do. That's why we know this is really a blight.
I see. That's the dragon, then?
I don't know if it's really a dragon, but it sure looks like one. But yes, that's the Archdemon. It takes a bit, but eventually you can block the dreams out. Some of the older Grey Wardens say they can understand the Archdemon a bit, but I sure can't. Anyhow, when I heard you thrashing around, I thought I should tell you. It was scary at first for me, too.
I mean... Any other surprises I should know about?
Other than dying young and the whole defeat the Blight alone thing, no. I'm all tapped out for surprises. Anyhow, you're up now, right? Let's pull up camp and get a move on.
Uh-oh. Oh. We good? Okay. Can I talk to you a bit more?
What do you need?
You want to talk about Duncan?
You don't have to do that. I know you didn't know him as long as I did.
He seemed like a good man, though. Like... He was like a father to you, I understand.
I should have handled it better.
Oh my god, not the
Duncan
dog.
warned me right from the beginning this could happen. Any of us could die in battle. I shouldn't have lost it, not when so much is riding on us, not with the Blight and everything. I'm sorry.
It happens, man. There's no need to apologize.
I'd like to have a proper funeral for him. Maybe once this is all done, if we're still alive. I don't think he had any family to speak of.
What about the other Grey Wardens?
I don't know. I have no idea what the Grey Wardens do for them when they fall in battle. Have you had someone close to you die? Not that I mean to pry, I'm just...
Not since I went to the tower.
That must have felt a lot like when I got sent to the Chantry. You mages don't even get a say in the matter, after all. Thank you. Really, I mean it. It was good to talk about it, at least a little.
That's great. I mean, I wish we didn't have the damn thing in the background. Ugh. Anytime, Alistair. He was a friend of mine, too. Yeah, he was a friend of mine.
That's good to hear. It's nice to know I'm not the only one who remembers him well.
Uh-oh. This game's really struggling when I leave. Is it because of the bar? Here, I'll lower it. What are you barking about?
Oh, why, you little...
What? What? Did you just jump on this? No, what?
Your furry friend here took offense at me getting near his food. He snapped at me, look.
I mean, he is a war dog, yeah.
Sometimes I forget that he's a war dog. That'll teach me.
Menace, dude. Absolute menace. Okay. I did want to talk to you more, Alistair.
What do you need?
I ask you about stuff.
Ask away.
What can a Templar do exactly?
Essentially, they're trained to fight. The Chantry would tell you that the Templars exist simply to defend. But don't let them fool you. They're an army. The other main purpose for a Templar is, of course, to hunt mages. To that end, we train in talents that drain mana and disrupt spells.
Got you. So Templars kind of use magic themselves?
You could call it that, sure. The Chantry doesn't look on it the same way, however, since really our talents only work on mages. Against a regular person, I'm just a guy in a metal suit.
Did you hunt any mages?
No, I never actually became a full Templar. Duncan recruited me before I took my vows. I was only present during one harrowing. That was all I needed, too. I don't know how anyone could get through that. The girl they tested, she had a demon put inside her to see if she could resist. And she couldn't. We had to end it quickly. I have to say I didn't have much interest in becoming a Templar after that.
I mean, it seems like the Templars could run the Chantry.
You'd think that, but it's not so. The Chantry keeps a close rein on its Templars. We are given lyrium to help develop our magical talents, you see. Which means we become addicted. And since the Chantry controls the lyrium trade with the dwarves, well, I'm sure you can put 2 and 2 together.
Sure enough, yeah. So they just made you addicted, basically.
Thankfully, no. You only start receiving lyrium once you've taken your vows. You don't need lyrium in order to learn the Templar talents. Lyrium just makes Templar's talents more effective. Or so I was told. Maybe it doesn't even do that. The Chantry usually doesn't let their Templars get away either, so they can spread their secrets. I'm a bit of an exception. Lucky me.
Oh man, that like freezing every time I leave a conversation really is like worrying me. Okay, back to Alistair.
What do you need?
I'd like to ask you about stuff.
Ask away.
Tell me about the Grey Wardens.
Such as they are.
Where are the nearest Grey Wardens?
That's a good question. There's plenty in Orlais, but who knows where they might be found. And the nearest Orlesian city is weeks away. If we go north and cross the sea, there's bound to be some in the Free Marches. Again, however, I just don't know where. I don't know anything about Grey Wardens in other lands.
Sure enough. Is there like a headquarters?
Here in Ferelden, there's our compound in Denerim at the palace, but that's it. Loghain will have control over that and be watching it, no doubt. Beyond that, the only place I know of is Weishaupt Fortress. That's the headquarters of all Grey Wardens in the Anderfells, 1,000 miles from here. But I've no idea how to even contact them. So unless we try to get back to the compound in Denerim, I suppose the answer is no. There's nowhere for us to go.
Got you. So what happens now that it's just like the two of us?
I imagine that eventually the Grey Wardens outside of Ferelden will wonder what's happened. Why there's no contact from Duncan or someone. They'll send someone eventually. Though who knows what Loghain's people in Denerim will tell them. Maybe they won't send anyone. We could try to contact them. But that would mean leaving Ferelden, and even if we did, they couldn't come back with us in time to stop the Blight. So that means whatever happens, it's up to us.
Gotcha. Okay. I wonder how long a blight takes, honestly, because I feel like there's a way to like send messages through other people while we stay here and do our thing, you know? What will happen to start? Like, what will happen? What will we need to start rebuilding the order?
I mean, eventually we would have to use the joining to make more Grey Wardens, right? But I don't know how to do the joining. Or what's involved. I know it involves lyrium and some other magic and that it's really difficult to prepare, but that's it. Unless we can find out more about the joining, I guess we better get used to the idea that there might only be 2 of us for now. Until more come from elsewhere.
Sure enough, yeah. Because eventually after this, we could probably just contact them like, hey, everybody died. We kind of need to like have some experts brought in who know about the joining and how to do it and all that. I'm not even gonna ask that.
About the Grey Wardens, anyhow. Fair enough. What do you need?
You know me so well.
Ask away.
Okay. So how did you become a Grey Warden?
Same way you did. You drink some blood, you choke on it, and pass out. You haven't forgotten already, have you?
Before that...
Let's see. I was in the Chantry before. I trained for many years to become a Templar, in fact. That's where I learned most of my skills.
Gotcha. So you mentioned...
It's really for the best. I'm not exactly the Chantry type, if you haven't noticed. I don't think I would have made a very good Templar. The Grand Cleric didn't want to let me go. Duncan was forced to conscript me, actually, and was she ever furious when he did. I thought she was going to have us both arrested. I was lucky.
Huh. Okay. Why did they want to keep you so much?
I wondered that myself. It's not as if she valued me highly. I think she just didn't want to give anything to the Grey Wardens, is all. The Chantry didn't lose much. And I think I can do more fighting the Blight anyhow, rather than sitting in a temple somewhere.
Of his to carry all his riches, I expect.
What the fuck?
If it hadn't been for him, you know, I would never... I wouldn't have.
What was that? I'll always be thankful to Duncan for recruiting me. If you hadn't been for him, you know, I never would have, yeah. I don't know what that was. I'm sorry. He was a good man.
He was. A good man who didn't deserve his fate. That much I'm sure of. Come on, let's go. I think I'm done talking.
Okay, I'll leave you alone for now. Just a couple more things I can learn from you, but we'll leave it for now. Let me hit a save again, because I'm starting to get worried about how much this is being weird. Mods, I guess. Alright, what are you doing, Liliana?
Yes.
I'd like to talk.
Well, here I am.
So you are. So, what's going on with that vision?
I knew this would come up sooner or later. I don't know how to explain, but I had a dream. In it, there was an impenetrable darkness. It was so dense, so real. And there was a noise, a terrible, ungodly noise. I stood on a peak and watched as the darkness consumed everything. And when the storm swallowed the last of the sun's light, I fell. And the darkness drew me in.
Okay. You dreamed of the blight, then.
I suppose I did. That was what the darkness was, no? When I woke, I went to the Chantry's gardens, as I always do. But that day, the rosebush in the corner had flowered. Everyone knew that bush was dead. It was grey and twisted and gnarled, the ugliest thing you ever saw. But there it was, a single beautiful rose. It was as though the Maker stretched out his hand to say, even in the midst of this darkness, there is hope and beauty. Have faith.
Got you, and that made you want to help me?
In my dream, I fell. Or maybe I jumped. I'd do anything to stop the blight. I know that we can do it. There are so many good things in the Maker's world. How can I sit by while the blight devours everything?
Got you, okay. I suppose I couldn't sit by either.
That is why you're a Grey Warden.
Yeah.
Come, there's a blight to stop.
Oh, okay, but I had more questions, alright. Relax.
Yes? Well, here I am.
What was life like in the Chantry Cloister?
Quiet. It was a life suited for contemplation. In the cloister, away from the fuss and the flurry of the cities, I found peace. And in that stillness, I could hear the Maker. But it was not perfect. Some of my Chantry fellows were condescending. That is the nature of religious folk, I suppose.
How so?
When I talked about my beliefs, that the Maker reveals himself in the beauty of his world, they treated me with disdain. They want to believe that he's gone, so that when he turns his gaze on them, it means they are special, chosen. He cannot possibly have love for all, the sick and the weary, the beggars and the fools.
Huh. What did you say?
What can I say to them? What they believe is what the Chantry says, and the Chantry is infallible, yes? Maybe I am wrong. But it is the Maker's place to decide if I am worthy, not men, not the Chantry. But there is work to be done, and I have talked enough for now.
Alright, fine. I'll leave you alone for now. Stan, my man.
Why are we stopping?
I think we should talk for a moment.
There are Darkspawn to be fought. Is this delay needful?
We're resting, okay? God. You don't know if I can trust you, okay?
I am Kunari. I have given my word to aid you. We are not people of idle promises.
I've never met a Canary.
No.
Why not?
People are not simple. They cannot be summarized for easy reference in the manner of... The elves are a lithe, pointy-eared people who excel at poverty.
God damn. Damn, okay. You said you were in the army?
I am.
You ever fought in, like, a war?
I have always fought in war, human.
What do you mean by that?
My people have been at war since the moment we set foot in the Northern Islands.
So the Canary didn't come from the islands?
We do now.
Fair enough, okay. Where'd you come from before?
Somewhere else.
Okay, well, okay. Can you be more specific?
No. I was born in Seheron. Of the land we came from, I know nothing, not even its name. I do not see how this matters. Seheron and Parvolan are distant. Ferelden and the Darkspawn are immediate.
I just want to know, okay, God. You alright?
You are concerned. No need. I am fit enough to fight.
Why did you offer to help?
For the moment, you are the enemy of my enemy.
Okay, the Darkspawn are your enemy.
They have no more allies than a hurricane or an earthquake. They are enemies to all.
Fair enough.
As you wish.
Alright, I'll leave you alone for now. Okay, God, jeez. Angry fellow.
You're a hard man to find. Where are my manners? The name is Levy Dryden. Did Duncan ever mention me? Levy of the coins? Levy the trader?
I'm Glare, I never heard of you.
Really? He never told you of old Levy? We've known each other for years. But here I am carrying on while you have a blight to stop. Don't want to waste your time. But you see, Duncan promised that together we'd look into something important for the Wardens. And for me. But poor Duncan's... well, no more. A tragedy it is, at that. But I know he would want his work carried on. His pledge fulfilled.
Okay, what did he promise you?
My family, well, past a bit checkered to see. Nobles look at us with disdain. My great-great-grandmother, Sophia Dryden, was the last Warden commander of Ferelden back when the Wardens were known as freeloaders. So King Arland banished the Wardens, and he took House Dryden's land and titles.
Oh, okay. What happened next?
Hard to say. After King Arland died, there was a civil war, loads worse than this one. And our family was on the run, hunted by enemies, with nary a friend in the world. But Drydens are tough. We rebuilt, became merchants, and we never lost our pride.
Got you. So what favors you ask?
I asked for the truth. My family reveres Sophia Dryden. We know she died at the old Grey Warden base, Soldier's Peak. We want evidence to clear her name. It won't restore our land or our titles, but it'll restore our honor.
Got you. Okay. Couldn't you just go there by yourself?
Well, no one's been to Soldier's Peak since Arlen's days. At least none that's come back. I spent years mapping the maze of tunnels to the peak, and I found the way a few years back. So I went to Duncan, I did, and I said that he could reclaim the old base and my family could have its honor.
Got you. Got you. Why didn't Duncan help you then? I feel like that would have been smart.
Darkspawn surfaced in southern Ferelden, and Duncan got plenty busy recruiting new wardens and meeting with good King Caelan. Duncan said he would help after the Battle of Ostagar. Said there might be useful things at the peak, but he never had the chance.
Not true enough. Okay. What do you need from me?
I can pick my way through the tunnels at the base of Soldier's Peak, but the place, well, they say it's haunted, and it'll be dangerous for certain. Will you think on it, at least?
I mean, dumb question. It's an old castle full of warden stuff. Obviously, it's gonna be great. I'll help you.
1,000 blessings upon you, Warden. I'll mark down the location on your map. When you arrive, we'll pick our way through the tunnels together.
Gotcha, gotcha. Like I said before, my priority remains Eamon.
Ah, it's good to see you, my timely rescuer. Bodon Fennec, at your service once again. I saw your camp and thought to myself, what safer place to rest for the evening than in the camp of a Grey Warden? I'm perfectly willing to offer you a fine discount for the inconvenience of our presence. How does that sound? Good? Yes?
Sounds very good. Alright. You're free to stay. What you got?
I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected. And with your discount.
Don't crash. Okay. It is struggling a bit in here. I think I'm gonna actually, for the first time ever, buy health poultices and stuff, because that's cheap and they're gonna come in handy so much. So much. Why are these different? Okay. Oh, gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. I know what. Okay. Damn. Okay. Alright, so he's got the rest of the Blood Dragon stuff. I think I'm just gonna honestly sell the armor to him. I don't anticipate ever really equipping it on anyone. I don't really care for it. I get it's like a whole thing, but I don't like it. And for 4 galleons, that's a good price. I will take that. You can always buy it back too. Alright. Anything else in here? It's of interest, really? I don't think so. Although that's pretty good. Damn. 87 galleons. Oh god, I didn't even notice that. Oops. Increases monetary gain. Might want to grab that, to be honest. Sure, why not? Let's grab it. Worst that can happen is I just don't like it. And then he has all the gifts and stuff. Right. Well. Oh, backpack. 7 galleons, though? Damn. Ow. God. That's painful. Actually. It's extremely painful. Do I go for it, though? I mean, 10 more slots. I can hold 100 things. I'm already at, like, 72. I got way too much stuff on me, actually. I'm gonna go sell some of it. I can go. Oathkeeper sounds interesting, actually. Wish I can compare it. Oh, you can. Alistair. How's that compared to his sword? Does more damage, but his sword has so many more buffs and everything. Huh. I'll hang on to it for now. This I can sell. Liliana's already got something. We're good there. I could probably sell these because we aren't using them as much. I'll hang on to it for a moment. That can go. These we can hold on to for now. I think I have storage somewhere. I gotta equip people. That's what I gotta do. Okay. Alistair's good. Morgan's fine. Load. She's got her own thing. Okay. Liliana, do I have any armor you can wear? Not really, besides like leather boots, but like you already have some. Sten the man. Okay, heavy chainmail's going on. Okay, and just chuck that on you there. Weapon-wise, 11, or I can do 13, but this has armor penetration and stuff, and a higher crit chance. What to go with? I think I'll go with the greatsword. Yeah, we'll go with the greatsword. Why not? Okay. Alistair, Morgan, okay. Okay. Naturally, he's got it off. Okay.
You and your friends are formidable folk, indeed. It's good to have you along on the road.
Yeah, I'll talk
I'm
to
sure
you.
you'll be pleased.
Just a second. I gotta sell you stuff. Come on. Hurry up. Okay. Although I suppose I could equip. God damn it! So decisive. Okay. Morgan, she's got no boots on actually, so yeah, this could be great for her. Chuck those on her. I could put gloves on her too if I have some, which I don't. Fun. I do have a helmet. Check on her. Okay. Anything else? Not really. She's not wearing it. Okay.
You and your friends are formidable
All
folk.
right, we're good. We're good. We're good. Just let me in the shop, damn it. Ah, pain. Okay. I'm gonna hang on to those. Yeah, I'll probably need them at some point. Okay, weapons. We can get rid of this. And we know that. Hang on to that. Hang on to those. That I'm gonna hang on to. This can go. I don't think I'll need that now. We already have heavy chainmail on him. Shield-wise, we're good. That has a cool little name, but I think we can sell it. Clothing can go. These I'll hang on to for the moment. And yeah, that's everything. I will go in here and equip this belt now. Guess I could sell that belt, but I really don't want to go back through all that process right now. Let's go talk to Morgan. Save to make sure if I crash or anything, all this stuff doesn't go away.
What do you wish of me?
I'd like to ask you some.
If you must.
Have you ever been hunted?
You are very cute to ask so many questions.
And you're cute when you're evasive. Answer the question.
Really? Perhaps we should be wrapped in ribbons and adorned with flowers. So cute are we, too. My mother has been hunted from time to time, yes, by Templar fools like Alistair, which should tell you how successful they generally were. Flemeth made a bit of a game of it, in fact. The Templars would come again, and she would look at me and smile and say that the fun was to begin once more.
Damn. I feel sorry for him.
They came with as much swagger and arrogance as they did self-righteousness. Pity them if you wish, for they held none for us. Flemeth would warn them, once. 'Twas a warning they inevitably failed to heed. And then the true game began. Often Flemeth would use me as bait. A little girl to scream and run and lure the Templars deeper into the wilds and to their doom.
Damn.
'Twas a game, and I a young girl. If I didn't get to play, I would have been very upset. Thankfully, the wilds is a vast place. Once they found us, Flemeth would simply move us elsewhere, and we would be lost within the forest once again. I did not understand the danger we faced until I was much older. I had never heard of apostates or maleficarum.
Gotcha. You still think that was fun?
I think that my mother made it fun so that a child did not learn to fear. And I think that it was necessary. There are no trials for apostates, no prisons, no mercy. There are only absolutes, so only survival matters. If the wilds have taught me anything, 'tis this. First, you must survive. Do you disagree?
No, actually, because, like, they really just don't trial you. They just say, oh, well, you're not locked up in this tower following our ridiculous, over-the-top rules. All right, we'll kill you. Like, oh. There are worse things than death. I guess, yeah.
Oh? I would ask what exactly, but I'm certain that would be a lengthy conversation, and suddenly I grow very weary. Enough of this talk. Let us return to the task at hand.
She probably has really extreme opinions about, like, the Tranquil. Nah, disapprove. Listen, ma'am, you clearly haven't met the Tranquil. They're horrible, alright?
What do you wish of me?
Talk to you.
If you must.
How'd you become a shapeshifter?
I was not born such. 'Tis a skill of Flemeth's, taught over many years in the wilds. The chastened have tales of we witches, saying that we assume the forms of creatures to watch them from hiding. When a child is alone and separate from his tribe, that is when we strike, dragging the young boy kicking and screaming to our lair to be devoured. A most amusing legend.
Huh. It does sound like something you do. Your mother's been doing this for a long time, then?
Changing her form, certainly. Devouring lost children, I cannot say. She has not done it in my experience, though in truth my lifespan is but a fraction of her own. Why do you ask? Is there something specific you wish to know?
Nah, can you change into, like, other humans and stuff?
The form of an animal is different from my own. One may study the creature, learn to move as it does, think as it does. In time, this allows one to become as it is. I gain nothing by studying another human. I already am the same as they are. I learn nothing. So the answer is no, my human form is the only one I possess.
Gotcha, okay. Do you spend, like, a lot of time as an animal?
There were nights when the wilds called to me, 'tis true. You look upon the world around you and you think you know it well. I have smelled it as a wolf, listened as a cat, prowled shadows that you never dreamed existed. But my life is as a human. I am under no illusions to the contrary.
Gotcha, okay. You're not a furry. That's good to know. I guess I've never heard magic like that before.
No? 'Tis not unheard of in the remote corners of the world. There are traditions of magic outside of the circle of magi, despite what those mages would have you believe. Some of these traditions are old, indeed, passed down as carefully guarded lore from one generation to the next. The zealots of the chantry would uproot all such practitioners if they could. But as luck have it, some still exist. My mother is such a one.
Gotcha. And then you mean apostates, right?
Not all apostates use the forbidden blood arts. Maleficarum do, but to condemn all who do not fall under the Circle's thrall for the sake of what might be is a dangerous path to walk.
100% agree.
There are those who look on the word apostate as meaning freedom.
Okay, can anyone become a shapeshifter?
Anyone with sufficient will, but the act of transformation is a magical one. 'Tis a spell and thus requires a mage's talents. Indeed, you could learn the spells required if I cared to teach you.
Gotcha, that's all.
Indeed. Have you an opinion on my abilities, then? Am I an unnatural abomination to be put to the torch?
Tied to a bag won't tickle. Make you very... That would just make you angry, I think, at the very least. I think your abilities sound quite useful.
Oh, you're simply full of surprises, little man, aren't you? But enough of such talk. Let us proceed, lest the dust gather on us.
Okay.
What do you wish of me?
Talking.
If you must.
Did you grow up in the Kakari Wilds?
Why do you ask me such questions? I do not probe you for pointless information, do I?
You can probe me anytime. I'm curious what's wrong with that. She'll probably just get angry. Finally, we know. It's my favorite way of annoying you. I'm not Alistair. I guess I'll just go with you can probe me anytime.
Beg pardon, then, while I jump for joy. What is it you asked if I grew up in the wilds? A curious question. Where else would you picture me? For many years it was simply Flemeth and I. The wilds and its creatures were more real to me than Flemeth's tales of the world of man. In time, I grew curious. I left the wilds to explore what lay beyond, never for long. Brief forays into a civilized wilderness.
Gotcha. And then you just kept going back to the wilds?
Would you not do the same? Your world is an unforgiving and cold place. The wilds I hail from is home to me, and I a natural denizen. For all that I had been taught, however, the truth of the civilized lands proved to be overwhelming. I was unfamiliar with so much. So confident and bold was I, yet there was much that Flemeth could never have prepared me for.
Very daring. Sounds like you. Yeah, I mean, you seem like you just walk into any situation and just have the full confidence that you can possibly have.
Equal parts daring and foolhardy, perhaps. Only once was I accused of being a witch of the wilds, and that by a chastened who happened to be traveling with a merchant caravan. He pointed and gasped, and began shouting in his strange language, and most assumed he was casting some curse upon me. I acted the terrified girl, and naturally, he was arrested.
That's great.
Men are always willing to believe two things about a woman. One, that she is weak, and two, that she finds him attractive.
Damn.
I played the weakling and battered my eyelashes at the captain of the guard. Child's play. The point being that I was able to move through human lands fairly easily. Whatever humans think a witch of the wild looks like, 'tis not I. Not that I did not have trouble. There are things about human society which have always puzzled me, such as the touching. Why all the touching for a simple greeting?
Like a handshake?
To begin with, yes. What is the point of touching my hand? I find it an offensive intrusion. There were many nuances that Flemeth could never tell me of. When to look into another's eyes. How to eat at a table. How to bargain without offending. None of these things I knew. I still do not understand it all, truth be told, but then I gave up long ago any hope of doing so. When I returned to the wilds last, I swore to Flemeth that I had no intention of leaving again.
Yet, here you are.
Yes, here I am. Well, let's get on with it before the ground opens up and swallows us, yes?
I really like Morgan's character. It's very interesting. Just like she's just raised in the wilds, and then she just kind of views the world outside as very different from everybody else. I love it. Hello, Sandal.
Hello. The boy's a bit simple, but he's rather good with enchantments. One of those tranquil fellas actually called him a... what was it now? A savant. I had no idea such a thing existed.
That's great. Okay, what enchantments does he do?
He can fold lyrium into almost any weapon or piece of armor, though naturally some of the more extravagant materials will take more lyrium than others. It's a process that some of the master smiths back in Orzammar will perform, but my boy here is just as adept at it. Isn't that right, boy?
Enchantment!
And there you have it.
Love him. Okay. Well, that's all. I don't really need anything right now. Good. I want to say there's a chest somewhere we can store things in. Could be wrong. Spend a little bit. I'm not seeing anything. I think I might be wrong. Alright, we talked to Liliana, we talked to them. Talked to Morgan, there's no chest anywhere. Maybe it's just I had to make camp again. I want to say there was, though. It could be a mod. Could be a mod, to be fair. Alright. Are we ready to continue on? Actually, 3 hours. I should probably actually go and eat something. So, when we get back, we'll continue on our journey and go see Arl Eamon and see if we can help him out if he's sick, apparently. Alright, see you then.